Hey folks, what is going on out there today? We got another beautiful day here, and I have some really good news. I have an update ready to upload to Mod.io today. It should be out when I release this video, and I've actually got quite a bit of new stuff, and I've added 7 tasks to the map for you guys to do a little more running around, and I figured you'd get a lot better look at the road system and how things are coming along with the build if you were actually running around doing some tasks. Now today we are going to be completing a small part of one of the tasks, and it's going to be delivering control units to a couple of the comm towers. There's 3 of them on the map, all of them are up in the snow, and we're going to be using the small cargo containers as cargo to supplement bringing up the piece. These are animated builds, well, not animated, but they show up when you deliver them. So I've added a few of those into these early tasks. These tasks might slightly alter, but they're more or less, it's going to give you a bit of an idea of what I'm planning for this. Most of them have a couple stages in them. There's one big recovery that's probably going to be one of the tougher ones on the map. And I don't know if you'll notice, but I've started adding a little more life in around the roads and the houses, and I've started adding in all the parking spots and gardens, and nowhere near done, but I figured I'd just kind of change the style of how I'm building this for you guys to play this time. Typically the other times I built the map, added the tasks after. This time, like I said, I figured that you guys would get a lot better look and feel of the map actually completing some tasks rather than just aimlessly driving on the map and not really push to explore. I haven't added any watch points yet. I figured it was a little early. I left the money and level up high for now, but I'm going to adjust those back. I'm going to probably set your start level around 10. And you're gonna start with I'm thinking $50,000, but you'll see it kind of goes with the theme I'm running on this map. And you'll see in the background there is some new stuff. That's gonna be a place that you go right off the bat, an old mill back there. I really haven't done a whole lot. I didn't get as much done on the river is what I'm trying to say as I had hoped, but I kind of midweek changed my mind and wanted to get some tasks out for you guys so you can really run this map a little bit and give me some feedback. So I'll get back to the river. I do have the new part you'll see when you get out on the map today, or whenever you get a chance to come out and check it out. This campground I haven't done anything with at this point, so I'll be getting to it soon. Need to take the physics off that stop sign. You see it just went rocketing out of the ground. A bunch of little stuff that you just get through the test runs and stuff. You never, I don't know, there's a lot going on, and you just got to keep going over the same spots, and that's why you guys help so much when you notice problems and let me know. It's just a lot going on to take care of. You guys have seen this trail before. I really haven't adjusted it much. This is probably right now the easiest way to get up to the top of this mountain. The other trail, there's only a couple up there other than maybe trying to cut your own path, which would be pretty tough at this point. The other trail has a lot of rocks and stuff, and I didn't think I could make it up with this truck and trailer, so I'm choosing to go this way. There's going to be a lot more trails cutting up the mountain eventually. I just haven't got there yet, so just we'll see how it all grows together. I don't even know how easy this trail coming up here is going to be with this trailer. I remember when we pulled the smaller one up with a similar setup on this truck and the camper, it wasn't easy. There's some pretty steep spots, so we'll see how it goes. I could have brought 2 cargo containers with me to carry on to the next unload spot, which is actually on the other mountain, both of the other ones. but I figured we'd just go with the one we need for the test run. I'm sure it's going to be tough enough as it is. Definitely happy with the amount of mud here. Not impossible, but I have stock tires on. This is the Mega Cab, John Hot Rod, classic truck that I think most of us have been out on and played with so far. And I'm pretty happy with the mud here. Still, I think it looks a little bit dry. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Maybe wetting up the wetness look, the tint on the ground that gives it that shiny look. I might just put a little bit more to it. You can see in the background I have the dirt raised up to add the rocks in the river, but I haven't added the rocks in all the way down yet. I'm gonna have a few rapid spots along this river, probably one closer into town. I haven't done anything with this house yet. It still looks the same, although I noticed it was floating in the air, so I put it back down on the ground. Oh, I remember this one. This is the off-camber spot. I'm gonna keep it in here because few people wanted it, and it definitely adds to the challenge. Doable. I've done it twice without losing a cargo or flipping a trailer, so I'm sure there's worse spots around the map too. Yeah, this is pretty steep, and if I remember correctly, there's a couple real steep spots. Like, I don't think we're getting up this mountain without winching. Oh, this. Ha. No. Oh, no way. I don't know how that didn't fall off. We'll take it. Probably my professional driving skills. Love to know if you guys want to keep, like, do you want me to flatten out the roads a little bit, or I'm thinking leave it. Predominantly people have been saying leave it, so I mean, it's not supposed to be easy. Although this is a pretty serious hill. Pull a trailer up. Again, let me know, guys. This is if this is something we want to leave in for making it tougher. This is about the biggest load you're going to be taking up the mountain. Truthfully, I could have done it without a trailer. I'm sure you'd still have to winch though. I took the trailer just because it looks nice with the truck. All superficial reasons. I do kind of like the fact that you gotta winch your way up here. Not every task is gonna have to involve winching. There's a few decent roads on the map. Yeah, I think I'd like to leave that kind of setup. I think it really does add to the challenge. It's just hit after hit when you get up here. Gonna have to winch again. Still, like I said, I think we keep the challenge. It's gonna be a few tasks to come up here. I may make a slightly easier road that you have to take the long way around to get up. The other way up here actually is to take the smaller death road along the side of the cliff, and it does give you an easier way up here, but you basically have to go all the way around to the other end. I actually cut a path up to the top of the mountain in the middle of the one on the other side that has on the way over to the log station if you've been on the map. So there is an out in the middle, but it is not an easy trail to get up and out of. Sure get tired of hooking onto those little bushes first all the time. It's kind of like the asphalt physics. The winch, for some insane reason, goes to the weakest winch point first always. Unless you get lucky. Which must really be frustrating for you console players without a mouse. And we're just getting up into the snow, so it should get a little bit muddier here. Which it is. Again, doesn't look quite wet enough for what I want, so I'm definitely going to dial that up a little bit. This looks a little off camber coming up here. Well, it can confirm this part of the task is, this whole second half of it is a slug. That's pretty sketchy. Definitely using all of the Mega Cab's power here. Oh my god, no. Just set that back down. I don't know. Again, I think I'm gonna leave this kind of stuff in here, guys and girls. You want the challenge? Oh man. Yeah, I think it's safety line time. Of course, that's a breakable tree. Alright, let's see if we can not lose this. So I've almost lost the cargo twice now. That's probably a good test run. Now we're making a little progress. Pretty happy with the mud depth here. Don't want it to be truck stopping. I just want it to be partially ambient because you're kind of where the snow would be melting temperature wise. And for a bit of add to the challenge, you go from a dry trail to a muddy trail for a bit, and then real soon you can see up there we're going to be into the snow. And this is pretty steep. Alright, this is the winchiest run I've been on in a while. And like have to winch. So far there really isn't much I would change on this this trail. I think it's gonna be fairly straightforward, although not simple in just a truck run. Definitely tough with a big trailer like this. Also noticing there's a few spots. I mean, I got the mod winch on because I'm doing test runs. There's going to be spots where you won't be able to reach trees, so I think probably a solution would be to put in some fallen trees that you can winch to. It's kind of a steep bank, so I don't want to load up the trees on it. There wouldn't be a whole heck of a lot. Like this is pretty decently steep. I wonder if I should smooth it out a bit. It's so tough to make that decision, because this is fun to drive up with just a truck, especially one kitted out real nice. But I do want to pull a cargo, but I know you guys like the challenge, or at least most of you do. I mean, that's a lot of winches to get up here, but you had to put some thought into the drive. And now we're getting into the snow. One thing I should pass on to everyone is that technically the snow will only, even the deepest setting on the snow is only about halfway up the wheel. To get deeper, you have to add mud, which makes mud show up. I've opted to just use the snow, but if you get creative, and I've learned over the time I played with the snow, you can use the ground height to kind of give you a feel of snowbanks and such. You'll see it's not all just one depth. You're going to hit spots where a little less snow, a little more snow. Definitely not moving very easy here. Does look pretty sweet though. Yeah, see a spot with a little less snow and then back into the deeper stuff. Most of the snow is going to be pretty fluffy. I'm thinking it's like the snow was pretty much gone, things were starting to grow, and then they got a dump of snow here. So it's going to be mostly fairly fluffy for now. Okay, I remembered that I didn't technically put a road. That's going to be a hill climb, that big open spot. It's going to be kind of a snowbank, fairly straight up hill climb. You guys can play around on that when the map comes out, or now that it's out. I haven't really tested it, but we used to have a lot of fun driving on little bowls like that with snowmobiles back in my younger years when there used to be a lot of snow regularly. Figured it might be kind of fun in Snowrunner. The hill climb and that kind of setup's all going to be in this update, so you guys can take some of the more vigorous trucks up there. It's a lot of fun with the some of the high-powered trucks, the BB Customs trucks. A few of those, they got nice soft suspensions and lots of power. Just trying to hold on to the thing while you rip up the hill. Yeah, some quality driving there. I love when you get a tree stuck in between the truck and the trailer. Yeah. There we go. That wasn't too bad. It's worse when you're on a steep hill. Hey, we're almost there. This is what I was talking about with the free roam up top. Is it's going to be a lot less trees, more bushes. Still kind of working on thinning out the trees. I just put them in heavy for the look when I was doing the first few videos, because it kind of fills the background in. It makes it look a little nicer presentation for y'all. But I'm kind of going up and making the trees generally smaller on the top of the mountain, because they would be, and just thinning them out a bit, although trying to keep the definition of the trails so you guys can see the obvious paths. Alright, let's see if we program this right. Beautiful. There we go. So, let me know what you guys think of this first run. Thanks for hanging around, and we'll talk to y'all again soon.